to me, I looked at this game, and I got to say this. For me personally, I was disappointed in Derek Stingley. I think he's got great player written over him, all over him. We talked about it. We saw Patrick Surtain set the new market for corners. We feel like that Derek Stingley will go through that along with him and Sauce Gardner. And as you said, he's got a chance to be the best corner in the league. He's got that kind of skill set. I was disappointed in the big play he did give up and the potential other big play that he could have given up that the quarterback and the receiver just weren't able to connect on. So I was a bit disappointed in him. And I don't know, maybe I'm over. I was over expecting, things for some of the other headliners on this defense, like Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. Especially those two. Those three feel like the big, especially with Christian Harris out. Those three feel like the big names, and I just don't think they impacted the game the way that I was hoping that they would impact.
Well, look, I think there was limited opportunity because of how few plays they ran, first and foremost. But I like where you start the conversation with Stingley, right? Because I give grace when a guy throws the ball 68 yards in the air. But the reality of it is, because I'm seeing that more, because that was a quarters coverage of that side. They bracketed him, and it was a post. And so it looks like it's more on Jimmy Ward because Jimmy Ward's inside and Derek's outside, right? But in reality, we're talking about a top-notch, potentially the best corner in the league type of skill set. Like, he's outside looking in, so he should have seen the ball all the way. Like, he should have knew the ball was coming. And the expectations for him, from us, are that Alec Pierce doesn't go out there and make plays on him. Not like that. And so I think, if you look at it through the lens of Derek Stingley Jr. and you just simply ask, quarters coverage, outside technique, eyes inside, you're soft, and a post gets thrown over the top of your inside safety that was in the air for 10 seconds, it felt like. Would you like to see Derek Stingley get over the top, have the skill and ball skills to go either break that up or make that catch? I could see that I could see the expectation that, it's not like, that's not Mike Evans. That ball was in the air a really long time.
Alec Pierce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so, yeah, and then the double move that would have been 6 if you got beat there. There's another one. Other than that, there wasn't very many opportunities for him to make plays, if we're being honest.
But those are for him. Those are big ones that jump out.
It's just like, you know what? It's just like C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud underthrew the ball to Nico Collins that Nico caught. C.J. Stroud underthrew a ball that got broken up by an underneath defender that would have been a touchdown for Tank Dell. If that's a middle-of-the-road quarterback out there.
Yeah, like Kamari Lassiter, I expected he might get got on a double move or somebody may run past him. Like that one, all right, man, it's your first game. You're out here. You're being aggressive. I could see that. Hadn't been tested a lot downfield. I could see that. But I got higher expectations. And I understand there are some people texting in, you didn't, like, they were containing and letting the inside guys get pressure. Listen, I'm not saying the guys played a bad game. But Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. are – Danielle Hunter is a top elite pass rusher in the league. All right? And these were not great tackles he was going up against. I had the expectation that he impacted – yes, it doesn't have to always be sacks, but I had the expectation that he impacts the passing game more. Will Anderson, I'll give a bit of a pass to him because he hasn't been playing and practicing enough. But, we've had this time and time again. His job is to set the edge, but, if he's just an edge setter, that ain't enough. We know what the expectation is that he gets pressure on the quarterback. And so, listen, it's just game one. I believe these guys, for the most part, these guys have shown a certain level in a track record, especially Danielle Hunter, that they'll be there. It's just I expect for those guys to have a certain level of impact. And they just when the Colts had the ball, just not as much.
No, look, I think that's fair. I don't think it's. I mean, look, it's when it's all said and done, you've got Will Anderson, you've got Danielle Hunter, you've got Derek Stingley. You can throw Azeez Al-Shai in there if you'd like to, but I think those three players that I mentioned at the beginning, when you turn the Texans game on defensively, at some point in time, and more times than not we will, but we didn't see those guys just flash and make big time game changing impact plays. We didn't. I think if you just look, like when I'm watching all 22 tonight, Danielle Hunter did work. Danielle Hunter was a problem. I would imagine Will Anderson was too. Don't know yet, but Danielle Hunter was. Did he ever get home? No, he didn't. On the play where he got pressure and really impacted the quarterback, he threw a 70-yard touchdown pass. So, I don't think that's wrong. I mean, the reality of it is, I watched that entire game, and we didn't see a sack. We didn't see a sack fumble. We didn't see one of those. It's like
I said, they didn't play terrible. Yes, I'm not saying they didn't get any pressures, especially those two up front.
Mm-hmm.
But like for instance, and I'm going to compare him to especially Danielle Hunter, these class. Like Chris Jones was going up against an elusive quarterback. Like you saw how much he impacted that game. You don't walk away from the game thinking, "Oh well, man, I think I may remember a play." No, caused sack fumble and had pressure all game long on Lamar, who you don't want to let get out of the pocket, just like an Anthony Richardson. And I mean, that's kind of, especially with Danielle Hunter, and the hope is that Will Anderson gets there. That's one thing. There's no argument with Derek Stingley, and that Derek Stingley just got burnt twice. I mean, that one can't happen. Now, all right, they're probably sending a little help over there towards Lassiter's side. You can't just get burnt on the outside by a rookie like that. Like, so, not expecting that will happen every week, but that was disappointing.